Hi.
Hello.
So your guys' characters have both been to space before, and you guys are back in space. How is that going?
How is that going?
It's
Not great to begin with. I think it's because Simmons has been through this kind of before. I think she's less fazed by it potentially.
she doesn't really care.
She doesn't really care. She's over it. So last season.
She gives 0 Fs.
So I think she deals with it. Well, she deals with it much better than last time, and I think she's not on her own now. So it's definitely better in that sense. But it allows for a bit of comedy of really twice. I get stuck in space twice. And then Fitz.
Fitz isn't there at the start. He's somewhere. He's not. He's not.
Well, Jeff said you all
where he
end up
is.
there at some point. So.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Something like that. But it is the whole. We were just saying the whole. Being in space is. It's different to the last time than just in terms of the whole. The whole. They've really reinvented the kind of style of the show. It feels like
It's like a whole different show. Almost.
Yeah, it's the biggest kind of leap we've done.
Fitz is coming from a really dark place from the end of last season. How much will the season sort of be him and everybody repairing their relationships and allowing yourself to not feel so horribly guilty? I'm sure Fitz allowing himself.
Yeah, I think that it'll definitely play into it. There'll be a big bit. I kind of think that was right at the end of last season. They kind of hinted towards that, so that'll still be a point of contention, in his head, a big, a major kind of point. So, yeah, he's got to try and find a way to come to terms with it.
As an actor, how was it just completely flipping your character? I mean, Evil Fitz was it fun to play? It was.
It was fun at times. It was fun at times, but sometimes it wasn't. At the end of the day, it felt a bit horrible and stuff like that. But it was fun. It was really cool to do something different like that. And I loved working with Mallory, and it was cool to do something different. Play the same character who I loved playing for the last 4 years. It was nice to try and show a different side to him. But it's not something that makes me I feel instantly comfortable doing that.
But you were so good at it. And I love the scenes with you and your dad, because that's when you saw more of the old Fitz coming out and you understood. I thought they wrote it so beautifully, and I believe Iain did it brilliantly, is that you understood he was awful, but they allowed it to be informed by something very real, a father and a son relationship, and that kind of grooming almost by your father to get you to this point. It made it all make sense. And Mallory is just amazing. He played, half of the cast. She played Madame Hydra in the framework, and it was just...
Yeah, she played 10 characters.
Oh my gosh, with different accents. And one day she played all three in one day. And it was the first day of one episode and the last day of another one. So it was all new lines. She had to smash that guy's face in whilst kissing him, then be Australian, then come back into it. She nailed it, I think.
Speaking of Hydra, I know it's a new storyline we're starting, but Hydra never dies. And are we going to see them resurface, you think, very soon? Within the team?
Within the team? My gosh, what do you know? This is it makes me nervous about going after Loeb, is that, what is he hinting? He knows everything.
Yeah, what did Loeb say?
We want to see what you say. We didn't bring it up with him.
Tell Loeb that we want to see what he says. Okay, that's.
We didn't bring it up with him.
Elizabeth, let me ask you. I think you were in your episode where you were on the other side, the whole episode. I think that was probably the best episode of the entire show.
Oh yeah,
all together.
I agree.
How was that? And usually in an ensemble TV environment, you're only working for a portion of each episode. How was that working for essentially the whole episode?
It was wonderful, amazing. It was the best experience, but it was also, it was difficult. I'm low down the totem pole, and you know, I don't work every single day, every single scene, and it felt like being on a movie. But
that was also an exceptionally hard one from what I gathered. They were filming out people. I mean, the director and quite a lot of the crew, you know, bowed out very early from heat stroke. You know, when they were filming out in the desert.
we had a heat wave in the desert. It was crazy.
Up her arms, she had stones flying in her face.
I mean, that's just because like all I had to do was fall over and manage to like scrape on my. But it was to be given that challenge is so brilliant. I think that's what's lovely about being on this show and in this cast is that we've been doing this for a long time. We're about to have our 100th episode, and we still get the scripts and we can't wait to read them, and they reinvent everything, and just kind of doing that, being brave enough to go. Because when they told us, I never thought that would get past all the different levels of, you know, signing off, and it did, and they're not afraid to try new things, and that's what's so exciting about this season is that it's a different show. It's just you're gonna see it. Have you guys seen it yet? No. It's just everything's different. Like the aesthetic, obviously the setting. Characters have been through so much now that we're like meeting all of them at their rawest, and we get to see more of Mac and Yo-Yo too. I feel like, you know, that Yo-Yo Natalia is now a regular, and so, which is crazy because it feels like she's been such a member of this family since she stepped into set.
What kind of impression did Ghost Rider leave on your characters? Do you trust him? Do you like him? Because the viewers obviously know there's something going on between him and Wilson, but how do you guys feel about him?
I really enjoyed that. I thought they did a really good job.
You mean as a character?
How do your characters feel about Ghost Rider?
I think that was problematic for FitzSimmons because they, you know, there's
I didn't understand
Marvel
how
has,
it works.
yeah, Marvel has a kind of, you know, Doctor Strange and stuff. It has a magical element to it. And FitzSimmons, they can't process that. You know, there has to be an
explanation,
an equation
yeah.
to explain it, and so it bothers them more than anything. So, you know.
Are we going to see them try and kind of figure that out or work?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. They'll be trying. I mean, they would work kind of last season, right?
Yeah.
They were kind of. I reckon it's just something like they wake up in the middle of the night, just sitting up straight. I need to work.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Quick picture.
I'd like to see a picture, guys. Rio.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Hi guys.
Have a good day.